Hello, everyone. Uh-oh. I just noticed this. It's very bright. So, I just decided to get up and do this live today since I didn't really have I was supposed to do laundry. Somebody gave me a thumbs up already. Oh, thanks, Dawn. Dawn and I were just texting back and forth, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going live in just a couple of minutes." So, or a minute, whatever. I haven't done this in a while, so I might be a little rusty, but that's cool. I was gonna put a thing on Facebook and tell a couple of people, but I'm just doing this as a way to maybe connect more with the few people who follow my channel. Oh, actually, I just went outside and it is very warm out there and it's not very breezy. So you seem to be in a very windy zone. And I noticed that my roots are getting very white. So I need to dye them again. I'm sure you're very interested in that, Don. It looks like it's just me and you. Oh, hey, Melissa and Taylor. So, the reason I thought I would do it live today is because there's a channel I watch, Nonna Grace. She's really funny and just down to earth, and she raises chickens and she shows her chickens, and she lives in Western New York. She always says that at the beginning of her channels. I mean, her videos. So, she had a thing where she's answering these questions about Halloween and different questions. So I thought that I would answer the same questions because I thought they were interesting. So number one is, would you rather watch monster movies, slasher movies, or Halloween friendly movies? I like all of those. So when I was a kid, I really, really liked monster movies. Like, I would go through the TV guide. You guys remember the TV guide? I would look up the ones that said thriller because that means that they were scary movies. And anything with like Lon Chaney, who's the other guy? The guy that Christopher Lee, Vincent Price, and supposedly Brian is related to Vincent Price somehow. I don't know if that's really true. But I like monster. I guess monster movies then, because I don't really like the slasher ones. I used to really like the slasher ones, but anyway, that's I like The Exorcist a lot, but it scares the bejesus out of me. Number two is, when you were younger, would you rather climb trees or rake leaves for money? Boy, that's a toughie because I really like money and I used to do a lot of chores for money, but I also did a lot of chores for no money. So, but I always was climbing trees in Texas when we lived in a little tiny town called Davila, Texas, and I was outside climbing trees constantly. And I also loved to read books. So I would get in a tree and read a book, and sometimes I would fall asleep and I would wake up. Oh my gosh, it's Danny. Hello. Thank you. Thank you to the four people who are here. You know, it's weird. It shows that there's only two people, but you will never want me in a room with a scary movie. I love to learn about special effects. Uh, oh, I'm also going back. Sorry, I went backwards and I saw the comment about Don dyeing his hair. Danny has a really cute channel, Happy Farms. She is so cute, and she has a little coffee thing. What do you call it? A mobile coffee thing. Hi, Jennifer and Omega Raw. I'm sorry, we have some little gnats in here. They like my plants back there. And thank you. I have these little pieces on the side that they keep coming out and I have to gel them back or put them in a bandana. So, um, all right, let's see. I was reading Don's comments about his roots of his hair, so that was pretty funny. But I am answering these questions if you're just joining. Do you wet your plants? Ha! As a matter of fact, I need to make another one of those signs that says wet your plants because I had them on Etsy and I sold them. So why haven't I made any more? I don't know. I'm lazy. So I'm answering these Halloween questions, and I was on number 3. Would you rather sit by a fire pit or a fireplace? I would rather sit by a fireplace because every time I'm around a fire pit outdoors, it always seems like the smoke is drawn to my face. I don't know why. Maybe I have one of those faces that says "smoke me out." I don't know, but I like to. I like an indoor fireplace. That's much better. I love being outside by the fire, but I have to get away from it and I have to walk around because it does seem to the smoke is gravitating towards me for some reason. I just noticed that I'm using my hands a lot. Um, Number 4, would you rather be surrounded by black cats or owls? I love cats, even though I am allergic to them, but I do like owls, although I have a fear that if an owl was around, they might, attack me. Smoke gets in your eyes. Most people can get around it and have fun. Smoke follows beauty. That's a good one. Thank you for that. Um, what did I say? Oh, the owls. I'm not really afraid of owls. I'm looking to see if I have my tissue nearby because you never know when I'm gonna need a tissue. I think I would say owls on that one. Number 5, would you rather have a still silent night or a rainy, windy night? I definitely don't like the rain and wind, especially owls won't attack you unless you're raiding their nest. Oh, that's cool. Yes, Silent Night, definitely. I really like it when like we go outside sometimes and we'll get in the or sit in our lawn chairs and just look up at the stars. We haven't done that in a while and right now is like the perfect time. We need to like get some blankets, put a fire in our chimenea. Hello, Tom. Thank you for stopping by. I'm reading these questions about like Halloween questions. Would you number 6, would you rather play on a Ouija board or tell ghost stories around the fire? So most of these I would rather do both, but I would probably pick ghost stories around the fire because I don't have a Ouija board, but Ouija boards are spooky and we had one when I was a kid. And so I have 2 older sisters. They're 4 Vicky's 4 years older than me, and Connie is 5 years older than me. And then my brother is I have a half brother who's younger, and then a real brother who I was raised with, and he's 13 months younger than me. And my sister was pushing the Ouija board, but she says, "I'm not moving it, I swear." And they had me convinced that our house was haunted and that there was a ghost in the closet, and it was the ghost of a little girl who had been burned up in a fire. So I believed this, and a lot of nights I would wake up at night and I'd be terrified in my bed. Plus, my mother believed in UFOs, and I was constantly thinking that I was either going to be uh, had a ghost by my bed or that a UFO was going to come and get me. This is some family. I have a crazy family, let me tell you. And I'm sure that my older sister Connie is probably at work, and I'm not sure if my sister Vicky knows I'm doing this, so she might not be watching. But uh, let's see. Let me come to the comments. Scary animal story. Yes, Dawn would be good at animal stories. Danny says, just listening while I get ready to teach. Had to help at the coffee trailer. Is it Friday yet? Oh my gosh, I wish I could go to your coffee thing. I would love to have one right now because waiting for your video, Dawn. Yes, I'm waiting for Dawn's video too. Get busy, Dawn. I could tell real life mountain lion stories. Okay. So busy here with solar panels. Dawn, has it come back? All right, I'm going to read the next question, which is, would you rather be trapped in a scary basement or a scary attic? Scary basement or a scary attic? That reminds me of, I would say a scary attic. Attic, not addict. Um, Back to the Ouija board thing, though. This is a weird thing that happened. Whenever we left our house, Davila. We moved from Davila, Texas to Aquila, Texas, and the house that we lived in burned down, which is strange because of my sister saying that a little girl burned up in a fire. Turned out though that it was just a some kid who lived in the neighborhood, and I think that we were renting that house, and then they moved in and rented it, and I guess one of the kids liked fire or something. Um, I do remember though a story of a scary attic. So when I was a kid, we moved around a lot because my dad was a construction worker, and he would go wherever the work was, and he helped build lakes. So we moved around a lot in Texas and Oklahoma. And one of the houses that we lived in had an attic, and there was all this old stuff up there, and the people that we rented from lived on a little farm like nearby. So they had animals, like sometimes we would have like this big hog used to chase us, or goats. One time I heard something on the porch, and I opened up my window and there was a pair of eyes. A goat was staring back at me. But the story of the attic was my brother and I went up there and we like stuffed the clothes. We made it like it looked like a body hanging. And we told my mom to go up there. And my mom went and opened the door, and then there's like this body hanging there that we had made. Oh man, she must have wanted to kill us. Let's see. Not oh no. Did you name it Boss Hog? Wow, I tell you what, we had some crazy times in that house. My sisters had already moved, but my brother's name's Mike, and we did some crazy things. Like we would do kickboxing out in the yard. We played basketball. I used to beat the crap out of him in basketball. And I had a baton, which I still have a baton, which I twirl. I used to love twirling the baton. So I would go out and walk around in the mountains out. It was kind of like this where we live now, mountain, red dirt mountains. And when I walked out the door, a baby rattlesnake struck the screen door as I was going out. There's a bug that's flying around my head. I'm like Pigpen over here. A rake is more fun. Oh yeah, you saw my twirling abilities. I do a lot better with a baton, but I'm a little rusty. I'm getting pretty old to be twirling the baton. So anyway, number 8 is, would you rather be the monster or the villain in a scary movie? I think I'd rather be a monster. They both sound like villains though, don't they? Number 9, I'm sorry. Would you rather smell rotting pumpkin guts or rotten eggs? I would say pumpkin guts. I should make my own questions, but these questions are weird. Number 10, would you rather eat sweet pumpkin seeds or salty pumpkin seeds? I say salty. I definitely prefer salty to sweet. And I think I've lost 5 pounds. I've been really trying because, I mean, I'm not trying to be a supermodel. I just want to fit into my pants. That's all. Right. I told Brian I'm going to have to put a maternity panel in my pants. Like whenever if you're pregnant, when you wear maternity pants, it's like a stretchy panel in the belly region. So you can put your belly in it. And that's what I'm going to have to do with my jeans because I can't get them buttoned anymore. Anyway, I was going to talk about these pretzels from Trader Joe's are very delicious, and Brian has chose to. This is normally Brian's seat. I'm sitting at the table, and I sit on the other side. But he ate half this bag on the first day, and I really like them too because they're kind of sweet, but they're salty also. And I didn't want to get them because they were like $3.50. But and my friend Melissa's like, "Yeah, you got to get him for Brian. He's worth it." And I'm like, "I guess." But that's how I got to be so rich. I don't spend money. So anyway, I'm not really rich, but I'm rich because I have all this. This is why I'm rich because I live in an RV and I don't have a mortgage payment. All right, let's read some comments here. I love those too. Oh my gosh. And he leaves them out and I'm so tempted and I'm trying to be good. And so I have cut out my chip eating during the week. So I was just mindlessly sitting and eating tons of chips and salsa. And my waistline is furious. Time out. I think that was all the questions. Yeah, that was it. But anyway, how much time? Where am I at time wise? I'm only 17 minutes in. Excuse me while I grab this. Pardon me, my nose is. We still have the winds are kicking up a lot of stuff here. Salty and crunchy are my weakness. Also, I want to try those. They are delicious. Are you still not bleaching? We have a peanut butter mocha special. Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious. I am bleaching, but I haven't done it in a while, so I'm very white around here and I'm due for a bleaching. My roots are due for a bleaching very soon. My eyes are fine right now, except for yesterday. I went outside and Brian was moving the bales around, and a piece of straw went right into my eye and hurt like the dickens. But I came in, I put some drops in, I rinsed it out, and it was good. But yeah, I told Brian he needs to be wearing a mask and goggles out there. He said he was going to put on his motorcycle helmet, but he hasn't done it yet. I'm going to make him do it. I'm going to film him later. But I have a bunch of footage right now, and I'm getting very confused. I don't know. Like, do I do midlife prices channel? Do I do my channel? And like which one goes with which? And Brian's out here trying to build a house, and I'm like, no, I don't know what to do. Yes, I'm happier blonde also, but it's really hard when you get older and you get these white hairs. They don't want to take the bleach. Um, how are your eyes? Have you carved a Halloween pumpkin? Not yet, but I would like to. Ooh, that's a good idea. I like to wait until the end of Hall or like the end when everything goes on. I don't know if you know this, but I'm really, really frugal and cheap. Brian used to call me Queen LaCheap. Queen LaCheepa was my nickname. My dad was very frugal also. That's why I am frugal, I think, because my parents were very thrifty. So, and also my grandma. So I come from a long line of thrifty people. I thought of a kind of a Queen Latifah. Yeah, that was a good one. Brian came. I don't know if it was me or Brian. I like to think it was me because I don't know. I thought of not a funny story, but a scary. I've been watching this guy. He has like 4 million subscribers, and his name is Mr. Ballin. But you don't want to watch these stories at night because they're some of them are pretty creepy, and some of them are crime related. So I definitely wouldn't want to watch them at night. But Frugal Dawn. Um, so it made me think of a story that when I was 6 years old. So my dad decided that uh, my dad, he knows, he doesn't mind if I talk about him. And I really doubt that he'll ever see this because he can't. Well, number one, he's legally blind. So, and I just doubt he would ever be on and watching this. So my brother does live with him, but anyway, so what happened was my dad left the family for a little while and went and had a a, a family with someone else, and he had a child, and that's where my brother Bud comes in, and he lives in Indiana right now. So, but he's a lot younger than me. Like I think he's 6 years younger than me. Anyway, my dad wasn't there, and we lived in a little trailer house, and this was when we lived in Arkansas. And I remember we were all sitting around at nighttime, and the door was locked. Thank goodness. Oh, thank you, Danny. You can come back later and listen to the scary story if you want. But thanks a lot for dropping by. Um, Stay classy. Ha! um, anyway, so we're all sitting around. It's my younger brother, my two older sisters, and my mom was there. And the door was locked, thank God. But someone was trying to get in the front door. And they didn't say anything. And then my mom is like, "Oh my gosh, I'm getting the shotgun." So she went and got the shotgun, and she starts yelling, "You better get out of here because I have a shotgun." And whoever was out there, "Hey, Sherry, are you listening to my did you catch the front end of my story?" But so we're all like listening to the doorknob. All of a sudden, they just start wiggling the handle back and forth. And we're all like, oh my gosh, someone's about to break in here. I was like, kind of like scared, but I was also like laughing. I don't know. It's like crazy. I don't know why it's like, oh, this is exciting. Someone's trying to break in. But I was only 6 years old, so I didn't really fully comprehend what could happen. And I just remember that my mom was very terrified, and she was yelling and screaming, saying, I'm going to count to three or something. And if you don't go away, I'm going to blow you away." And, oh yeah, that's what I do too. So, anyway, it stopped, and but we were scared like the rest of the night. We were in the bedroom, and I was scared to go to sleep. And I don't know who it was or why that person was out there, but then we're like just terrified the rest of the night. So when I think about it now, and also my mom's not around anymore to ask her what happened, or my sister probably knows more about it. I'll have to like, she's older, so she would have been like 10 or 11 at the time, and she would remember it probably better than I do. All right. So now what am I going to talk about? All my questions are gone. But I know if you're wondering when the house is going to be done, Sherry, he's out there working on it right now, and it really is starting to look like a house now. It's very exciting. I'll probably cut this short now since I kind of like I need to go for a walk. I've got to exercise. How did that pizza oven turn out? Oh, no. So the pizza oven works. It's just that I have to learn how to build a fire correctly. So I've been watching a lot of videos on that, and I'm gonna try again, but I want to do it when it's like earlier in the morning because it takes a couple of hours. Sometimes I've done it where I light a fire in it and walk away, and I think the fire's out, and then I'll come back later and I'll look in there and there will be a fire burn, like the fire will be started back up again. So I have to really watch it because I don't want to start a big mountain fire. I have a solar oven on Amazon wish list. Oh, I love my solar oven, by the way. But I can't cook a pizza in the solar oven because it only gets to like 350. And to do the pizza, you really want it to be like 450 to 500 degrees. People are so kind. I got a cast iron pot. Wow, that nobody ever sends me anything, but I just now added the wish list. So maybe someday somebody will send something. And thank you very much, Dawn, last night for the that super chat. You really, really don't. You don't have to do that. But that is very, very sweet of you, and you are very kind, and I appreciate it. But that does remind me to add on to the wish onto my wish list or my Christmas list on Amazon. I want to get one of those lights, those little round lights that you put at the top. Um, And because whenever Brian and I do the lives on Wednesdays on midlife prices, the light up here is so bright I can't stand it. So if you get one of those little lights that clips on the front of the computer, it's supposed to make you look gorgeous or something. I don't know if it really does, but all right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap it up here. So because I got to get outside and go, I'm gonna go ride my bike around and I'm gonna go for a walk. But thanks, Sherry and Dawn and Taylor, Melissa, and Jennifer and Pam. Make sure you have friends check out your Amazon wish list. You know what? I tried clicking on yours one day and it didn't work. Yes, thank you, Jennifer. Um, and Omega Royal was here also, and I'm sorry, I can't remember what your name was, but maybe he'd never told me. I don't think he ever told me. Anyway, oh, thank you, Tom. You're so sweet. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. And you know what's really weird? I mean, I don't really care about the number of subscribers, but if you haven't subscribed, if you're not, I mean, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe because my goal was to get to 1,000 subscribers eventually, but now I'm just like, I kind of do it for fun and I don't really, it's not like I really care, but it's really strange to me that when I go and I look and I just see the number going down and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Am I doing something wrong? Why are people unsubscribing? And Brian says, don't worry about that. It's probably just some algorithm or something on YouTube. And so I try not to let it discourage me. But whenever I see a number going down, for some reason, I take it as a rejection, and it triggers the rejection anxiety that I have at times. Yeah, I know it's nothing to worry about but I will continue to do it. I'm definitely not in it for the money, that's for sure. But but I just enjoy doing it. I like connecting with people that are in different places and I like hearing about watching what you guys are doing, checking up on your chalking it up. Oh, sorry, I don't have on my glasses. I do have my little granny glasses, so this is my glasses. They're just reading glasses. I had LASIK eye surgery a while back and it's been like 20 years. I need to make a doctor's appointment, like an eye doctor appointment and a checkup. I just have a really hard time doing that. I don't know why. Alrighty. Oh my gosh. I got a text from my baby Taylor. Uh-oh. I'm freaking out. I can't see my phone. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you very much. We'll see y'all. Maybe I'll try to do this like I'm gonna try to do it like once a month or something. The weather is awesome. We'll see y'all later. Bye.